think I got my swagger back.
What's up, my people? How's everybody doing today? Me personally, I'm tired as fuck because my insomnia is kicking my ass. It's 4:41 a.m. Yeah, it's bad. So if y'all don't know, what I do on my channel is this. Every time I go without like 3 or 4 days without uploading, I have to upload a punishment video. A punishment video, what is that specifically, if you didn't already catch it by now? Basically, I have to watch a video that is so cringy or so annoying or just the worst kind of content, and I have to suffer watching it, pretty much. I'm telling you, so it's in the name, punishment. It's a punishment video. So we're gonna react to a video that I actually like remember seeing this. Like nobody requested it. I found it myself. It's by a guy named Casey Xander, and top 3 sex secrets women don't want you to know. Yes, it's one of those channels. The alpha male, all that kind of shit. Dominate these females and all that kind of stuff. Women, they're like an object. You gotta know how to compartmentalize their brain and all that stuff. You know, like the misogynistic shit. But he's the guy that created, I remember seeing an ad once. It's called nevergetleftonred.com. Goofiest thing I've ever heard in my life, but I remember getting an ad from it 2 years ago, and I went to his content because I wanted to bash it, and it was way worse than that. But let's just react to this. Was a little off on this one. Stay with me. It's good content even if I fumbled a lot. This already is a significant signal that everything he's gonna say is bullshit. But
Uncle C back in.
okay, first of all, if you put your fucking hands on me like that one more time, I'm gonna dislike your video and report it. So don't do that shit again. Like, watch this.
Uncle C back in the office, and in this video I'm going to be going very, very deep with a topic that I have not yet talked about. Okay, this is the top 3 S3X secrets women will not tell you. And typically these types of women don't even necessarily know that they're attracted to this, but rest assured by the end of this entire video sequence, what you're going to understand in depth is really why this happens. But not only that, you guys know me, and I come from a very
privileged background. No. I'll stop. I can't assume anything. I'll stop.
strong background when it comes to who you should actually share this with, who you should share your seed with. This is why the majority of this content is regarding nofap or retention. You'll understand.
Oh my god, he's a nofap guy. So if y'all don't know, nofap is basically stop beating your meat, because like beating your meat is like incredibly bad. The only issue, I'm serious, this is the only issue with beating meat. You just get tired. That's it. It's like as if your stamina's gone. But when it comes to like mental health and all that kind of stuff, that's depression. That literally is just depression. You have depression disorder, and it's just forcing you to do fucking masturbation. If it wasn't masturbation, it was gonna be something else. I'm just saying. So get that bullshit out of the way.
Understand how this all ties in a second. Now before we begin, fellas, there's multiple links I want you to check out. If you're interested in working one-to-one with me, go down.
How Casey is teaching men the 1%er way to be full stack in their masculinity to attract sexy women, develop unshakable confidence, and build a masculine physique that makes her drool. You see why this is a punishment video? I want to do nothing but just... I wish I could do that to myself.
Below and book a call with my brother for the Full Stack Men's Masculinity Program. Also, if you have a woman or a wife pulling back in marriage, I want you to go down below and book a call with my team for Relationship Blueprint. Now moving on, there's 3 things and 3 things only that women will not tell you. But this is the honest to God truth. And I'm going no holds back, unfiltered. I'm going to be breaking all of these down. The very first thing you have to understand about women when it comes to getting what you want in the bedroom, and I'm going to phrase this later on as to who you should share this with, is that romance kills desire.
This is a pile of bullshit. Pile of bullshit. If anybody says that romance kills desire, first of all, it's more like that woman didn't even want to be with you to begin with. So that's the first thing. Secondly, like, oh my god, Romance kills desire. You do know romance means imagination, pretty much. It means subjectivity. It means anything like that. So, literally, with subjectivity, there's desire. Objectivity means no desire. So this is already bullshit. It's already bullshit. Like, you're literally contradicting the definition. I don't want to talk about it, because then I'm saying some bullshit. You know, I'm saying some bullshit. I'm learning from Casey. I need to learn from Casey, because I'm a guy that, like, I can't get laid and all that kind of stuff. You know I'll learn from Casey Xander Corvus. No. Relax.
Okay, I'm going to explain why. Romance kills desire specifically because, number one, romance is feminine.
Fuck is the issue with that? What the fuck is the issue with that? Like, and first of all, romance is not feminine. Romance is masculine as well. Men can have romance. I guess, societally, women have made, like, romance feminine or whatever. Bullshit. Like, I'm not going to talk about it.
You see oftentimes these men in movies, or you see these men in magazines with the rose petals and the candlelit dinners and all of this stuff, but you have to understand that when you get too soft, too lovey, too gushy, this is feminine behavior. Now, she may tell you she wants these things because it sounds really good in her head and it sounds really nice, and even as a man it sounds nice to think how good that experience may be, but here's what you have to remember. What makes logical sense in your head will never make emotional sense in a woman's heart. When she pulls back, this is going to sting.
So this man, I don't know what the fuck he just said. So he said logical sense in a man's head will not make emotional sense in a woman's heart. Basically, he's saying that, like, you know what? No, I can't assume.
Which means you just have to accept life for how it is. Okay, this is the truth of what happens. As you frame this down,
but what is the issue?
Even further, here's what you're going to notice. The narrative of of just movies in general, or even holidays, strips you of your strength. When you think of Valentine's Day, this is oftentimes when men have to go buy a bunch of soft shit or a bunch of soft toys and teddy bears, and they have to plead to the woman and confess their love. When in reality, the things that make you a man is your purpose and your mission, and that you have a path that you're going. If she tends to follow that path, you're in good hands because she's entering into your realm. If this even becomes equal to the point where it's like there's feminine exchange of romance and intimacy, you tend to get burned. So ultimately, after coaching over 1,000 men, this is what I've concluded on my own, is that romance shows you actually care how she feels. What you have to remember is that as a man, as soon as you emotionally care about how that woman feels, this tends to be the exact time when she does not want you anymore.
Did I hear that correctly? This man just said... Okay, first of all, this is my thing. Are there gonna be women like that in the world where, like, if you show emotion and all that kind of stuff, women are gonna be like, oh my god, like oh, he's weird, like cut him off and stuff? Yes, there's gonna be women like that in the world, but those are the fucking outliers. Do you not know what outliers is? Outliers is like probably like outliers is when there's, like, let's say like 100%, only like 5% of them is that. So like it's like a very small margin that isn't really like a part of the normal. It's more of a part of the extraordinary, not the ordinary. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just it's on the extremes. They're the extremes. They're the 5%. There's no fucking way, bro. And you know what's the crazy part too? Women literally talk about how men do not open up. They're emotionless. They are emotionless. Even men are talking about right now with men's mental health that men cannot be as emotional. Literally. Like, it's just so dumb, bro. And you know what's the crazy part too? He says romance is feminine and all this stuff because of, like, the shit that they see in movies. You do know that that's from the male gaze. They're not even talking about it from the female gaze. Do you know what the female gaze is? That's when females write shit in movies and all that kind of stuff to portray how men should be, because it's a female writing that shit down. So that's what females want. And if you follow the female gaze, guess what? You get bitches. So what he's saying about being masculine, fuck that. Literally, Why are you playing? If you're playing a game and the women is the women are the game. If you're playing that game, why would you do a strategy that doesn't help with the game? Why would you do a strategy that goes against the game? You're never gonna win. You're just gonna rage.
This is the number one S3X secret a woman will never tell you.
S3X.
They want a strong, dominant man to do what he's going to do. Number 2.
No, he comes off as an arpist and an SA. If y'all don't know what that is, I'm done.
You have to learn that intimacy is willingly received when he shows dominance.
This literally makes it seem like women are just like animals. Like, do you know what's the biggest indication of this? So with wolves or dogs, basically you have to assert your dominance in order for them to understand who the alpha dog is in the sense of you. It basically sounds like you're like doing this shit with women. Like women are dogs pretty much.
Okay, I'm going to read that again. Intimacy is willingly received when he shows dominance. You see, oftentimes men have this ass backwards. Men tend to play the role of being intimate first. This is why you'll see when you get one too many kisses, one too many handholds, or one too many attempts at a hug or an I love you, she tends to pull back. Let me show you why.
Maybe because you're just doing it too much. Has that ever occurred to you? Like sometimes like men just go overboard. They literally go overboard with how many times like they try to hug and kiss a girl. And sometimes it's just uncomfortable. It's like, relax. Like, let me get some space. Like, but you know, I'm a guy. I can't get bitches. I don't got any bitches. You know what? You're right. I don't got any bitches. Well, this is a reason. But also, I don't got bitches. So I don't know.
Intimacy gives her something now to actually chase. There's some of you that are going to be wondering, well, how do you build a relationship? How do you build rapport? How do you build chemistry with women? Well, you do that by showing that you're a stable rock on your mission. Completely opposite of what you've been told. You see, when you remove all of the things that are feminine, she tends to want to give you those in return. Which means if you're a man who does want handholds, kisses, and a flirty feminine woman, you need to be willing to let go of that and actually let her pursue that aspect of the relationship or of the S3 actual encounter. Let's dive in even deeper. His will to get what he wants or say what he wants is going to be sexy. This is why when she enters into some sort of romantic, relationship with him, or let's say they're in bed together or something like that, right? Trying to be a little politically correct for YouTube, even though I wish I didn't have to be.
I just hate how he talks. I'm sorry. This dude just comes off like he's SA'd somebody. I'm not even joking around.
Get what I'm saying though? His will to get what he wants. He's going to say what he wants. He acts dominant. He doesn't care what she thinks. He doesn't even care if he says the sensitive button issue, or he doesn't care.
That's just an asshole move. That's an asshole. That's never worked with anybody. Even if a woman does it to a man or a man does it to a woman. That's just being an asshole. Okay, now if this was 1981 where like women just had to be submissive and all that kind of stuff because of society, yeah, this would work. But this is fucking 2021. Let these bitches breathe. Like, no. But let these women breathe. Come on, man.
Care if he willingly even offends. And when he tends to do this, what you're going to notice is that because he has no filter, she tends to think this is extremely sexy. Now all of a sudden there's a masculine man in front of her that's now turning her on. These things are very simple if you...
Basically, he's saying this. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Bah, 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 bah. Oh my god, I love you. Let me fuck you. No. That's what he thinks is going to happen.
You just allow yourself to get into natural masculine flow. But the fact is, most men have been stripped of these things over time. Now, if you fill into point number 3, you have to understand that during...
Peep the first point that he has. Look at the first point he has for number 3. The most fucking non-researchable thing. I don't know. You know what? I'm not, again, I don't have bitches. This dude probably is flowing with bitches that he didn't pay for. Of course he didn't pay for to use as models in his video. Of course.
S3X, she wants to fully let go. When I say let go, she wants to fully release control, and obviously willingly, so that way that man can do his thing. Okay, and when he does his thing, she gets even more turned on. She feels like she's obviously being penetrated, if you will, she'll feels all of these things that you're actually wanting her to feel in a masculine to feminine relationship. I've actually heard women say this word for word. They say, I feel like I can fully let go. And whenever she says something like this, you truly do have her right where you want her, is because she has max heightened desire for you. Now here's what you got to realize. Willingly to release her control equals he gets the legs to open whenever he wants.
What?
This is a good thing, this is also a bad thing, and I'm going to explain why later. The biggest point why this is not necessarily the best thing in all terms is because this is not necessarily meant for every single woman. You have to understand that when you come from the background of actually valuing yourself, valuing your purpose, valuing your seed, valuing your masculinity, the more notch counts you put on the belt tends to strip you of the things that made you strong in the first place, because this pleasure route is very addictive. It's very addictive to do what feels good. It's very addictive to do all these things. It's very addictive to go down this exact same route every single day. But here's what's going to happen. If you do this with any woman, you're going to get sex with just any woman.
Put in the comments what you think his body count is. Me? Because he has so many bitches in his life. He's probably got so many hoes. He's probably fucked so many girls. I'd say a solid 50. He's got 50 bodies on him. Because, like, you know, this dude's a Chad, an alpha male, just a machismo, all that kind of shit. Just big masculinity. Like, when women say toxic masculinity exists, at first, I used to be like, what? I'd be like, how? And then, like, before I watched this video, I started to realize toxic masculinity existed. And now, this is why toxic masculinity is so dumb. This does feel like a punishment video, because this is some of the worst advice I've ever heard in my fucking life. And you know what's the crazy part, though? When I was 17, I low-key believed in this shit. So
which means you're not necessarily going to feel fulfilled. What you have to understand is S3X is her ultimate submission, which means you need to have the strength as the man to take the upper hand and tell yourself, hey, I'm only going to do this with a woman that's right for me and a woman that's willing to follow my path.
So yeah, take advantage of somebody who's at their most vulnerable and basically say, I don't want to deal with it, even though they're at their most vulnerable. Yeah, just talk about manipulation, pretty much. Talk about manipulation. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
And fits my purpose. Cool. Because when you come at it from the standpoint of strength, and not just I'm willing to just get whoever I want, I'm willing to actually wait to identify if this woman is a good fit, that's when you truly do have the abundant mindset. What's between her legs cannot necessarily have a stronghold over you. And as soon as it does, that's when she doesn't necessarily want S3X from you from the get-go. This all ties together. This ties into retention, this ties into nofap, this ties into just how you carry yourself in your day-to-day life. Which means if you like this video, I want you to genuinely hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to click those links down below, and we will see you in the next one.
First of all, the advice. Fuck the advice. Secondly, if I could get 500,000 views. He got 500,000 views. He has 143,000 subscribers. He has a book. I deadass want to get to a comment where it's just like rebuttaling everything. I saw a bunch of bullshit basically in the comment section. I swear to God, life is stupid. Life is just stupid. After watching this video, after seeing like the amount of agreements in the comment section, I didn't come across one bad comment, which makes me realize that this dude deletes comments. So that's what I think. So I just hate everything. I hate everything. I hate men. I hate women. I hate like just everyone. I hate everyone. Fuck life. And also fuck this guy's advice and kind of fuck him. But that does it for the video. If y'all like the video, give it a like. I hate that y'all made me punish myself with this video. Fuck y'all. If y'all didn't, give it a dislike, let me know why. Sub to my channel if you haven't. Also put in the comments below videos I want to react to, or music or anything else, and turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all later. Peace.